4 cities. All DLC, no mod. Silver Shores with 421. Population, kind of going back and forth around 14,000. Cash, about 270,000 as we climb our way through this. Today, we're mostly doing some upgrades, relocating cemeteries, expanding farming, expanding forestry. We want to build up our industry a little bit. Relocation of some transport depots, and relocating the sewer and the recycling. And what we're warming up for is the introduction of the oil industry. We've got a huge pool of oil. In fact, I'll show you that in just a minute. We also are still working on the church shopping district here in Old Town, in Old Silvertown. And yeah, some of these residents are already putting in the noise complaints because of the church. I don't know if you can hear the bell going off every few minutes, but apparently that makes it difficult to sleep. And we'll just take a look right. Yeah, see, it's intermittent right here in these places. It could be the police department is there as well. So there's a busy little corner shopping district over here. Got a noise complaint going over here. These come and go, and you have to see which ones, are worth replacing with an office or a retail. Okay, let's take a quick look here what's happening with our cemeteries, because we're going to need this road. Okay, so this one's still emptying. Let's see what's going on over here. And this one, 233. So that one's almost done. We're basically relocating all the cemeteries to this part of town. And then we'll relocate these depots. We're just trying to push this over to this section. And of course, once we open up the other side of the river, these are going to go away as well. So lots going on there. Right now, we're just going to let these cemeteries empty out. It's kind of the long way around. They have to go all the way around here. And we may want to just connect this up, but until we move this, that's a difficult one. How many we got in here? I think it's like 1530. Yeah, so we got a ways to go here to get that done. All right. Let's go take a look at what's happening over here in the farms. And we're a level 3 right now. Let's see what we need to do to get to level 4. Because that is important. Okay, so we need some more workers. I think we've produced way more than what we needed to level up, so we just need some more workers. And let's see where we can do that. Let's go over here to farming industry. And what do we want to add here? Another flour mill? We could do that. Or add some more inputs. Let's see here. And we'll probably need to expand the road network a little bit too as well. This whole area is going to be some of those farming industries, and I think what we probably need to do before anything else is take a look at our unique factories. Okay, we still got the furniture factory coming up. That's going to be on the other side. Lemonade. Need glass for that one. We don't even have the ore industry started yet. Toy factory, household plastics, steel. Yeah, so some of these unique factories are going to be going over here, but till then, let's just add in another one of these right here. All right, there we go. But if we do that, we will need to add in some more crops. So let's drop in. We can do medium-sized ones now. There we go. Oh, I didn't know you could do the greenhouse on the big ones. Interesting. Okay, I got a plan for that. We're just not doing that right now. think this time we want pairs. There we go. And let's pull this road out a little bit more as well. And expand our crops a little bit. And I think we better check water. Make sure we have water out there. Pull that out a little bit. And then the other thing I think we should add in here is let's do a crossroad. So there's access for our people to bring it down here, because there's already a little bit of a supply issue there. We should get that fit a little better. And we'll just leave it for now, but... And let's put in a couple bigger crop fields. This one. And I think we should do a different one. Let's make this one corn. There we go. Now hopefully that smooths out some of our supply problems over here at the flour mill and the bakery. Okay, we can always drop another flour mill in here to try and help that. So you can hear the pigs. That's good, we want some healthy pigs. Okay. Alright, let's just let that percolate and see, because all we need to do is hire enough employees and we'll get a level up on that farm. And where are we? Yeah, just barely. We should try for one more. There's 52 jobs available. One more. I think one more could get us there. Should we do another orchard up here? What do you think? I like the idea. Let's go right there. Okay. And I think we'll stick with the pears. And this is looking good, huh? Nice little orchard area. One greenhouse. We may connect a road there. We'll see. But yeah, our cedar farms is coming along nicely. And I think if we just let that run for a little while, then there's 78 jobs available. We need about 40 more, so we can just wait and see what happens with that. That should level up anytime. All right, let's go over here and expand our forestry. Now this is a little trickier. We need to figure out a place to drop the unique furniture factory. Now that's up here, and it's a pretty good little industry. Basically, it's paper and wood. They make furniture. Wood Vision is a furniture manufacturer known for its innovative design and distinctive style. You can place this outside the industry area if you want. However, it just doesn't make a lot of sense because the entire time you're trying to get both of these products to the unique factory. And so let's bring this up. Let's see where we might drop it in. See if it would fit. Okay, so some of these go diagonal and some of them go across. Or not diagonal, I'm sorry. Some of them go the width, some of them go the length. This is the length. Okay. So where can we put this? And we may need to, so there's a couple things to look out for. First of all, there's a noise issue. And then it has to be placed roadside. So what we need is a small road. Well, the first thing we're going to need to do is move our little paper mill here. And I think we're going to go all the way to the end. Got this space down here that we're going to fill in. Try and take it, nope, out of city limits. Bring it back. And I like to keep sort of the natural rock formations and other things you find on the map, but you know, if you do happen to blow them out of there, you can always add new ones in. I'll show you what I mean. You just take a, you know, a spot like this, go down to the landscape section, go to the rocks. It's kind of at the end over here. These big ones are fun. Let's try this one. That was too big. They have smaller ones. Let's see, maybe. Perfect, see? Like that. There you go. Nice rock feature right here. Right in the middle where people drive. So, yeah, there you go. Let's expand the water down to where we need it here. That should do it. Okay, now the road we're going to put in, we want to make sure it's big enough so that we can drop in our new furniture factory. And, you know, this is going to go probably like right up here, somewhere like that. And so we're literally going to want to put the road sort of in the middle here. I don't necessarily like that. But, you know, things are not necessarily symmetrical all the time. I'm just going to go all the way out. I probably won't keep it that far, but for right now. In fact, let's stop the clock while we build this. That way we can pick it up on the other side. And let's get the unique factory here where, you know, people on the highway can see it. They can see the progress. What's happening here at Silver Shores? About right there. See how that looks. Pretty good. Okay, let's go back and... Aha! Okay, so what we do is go back and we just add in what we need. See? There we go. Perfect. And we'll need some water. And we will need power as well, but let's not worry about that for right this second. Let's bring our water out. There we go. And then go ahead and start the clock again. And then let's see where we are with our forestry industry, because we want to expand this. We're at level 2. Should be up at level 3. All we need is some more workers. And so let's roll that. Let's get some more workers in here. Build this up. Get me down to the forestry here. I think we can squeeze in another small tree sapling yard here at the entrance. Alright. I like those. Kind of near the entrance, just kind of show people what's up. But we will need some big ones. And we can't even expand out to that yet. So let's see what we got. Yeah, see, we're way down here. So let's add in another one. See if we can... Well, before we do that, let's just hold on here. 37 jobs available, but yeah, we need more than that. Okay. Alright, well, we can always deal with that later. Let's add some more in down here by our paper mill. That, and let's put one here. Okay. And we will need another paper mill factory, because if you go over here to your unique factory here, planed timber and paper, we need them both. So let's get that going. We're gonna need a power supply. Let's do this. Right next door. In fact, we can pull this out a little bit. Alright, now let's see if that takes care of our power problem. Ah, not quite. Wow. There you go. And then let's just make sure that's still in our industry area, because honestly... Yep. That gives you an idea how far it's going. We're probably going to redefine this in a little bit. It's really not going to go too far beyond the freeway here. In fact, we could probably just take that out right now. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. I want this. There. Alright. Let's go up a little bit and get the rest of this. This we're going to all add in some higher density as soon as we get our... Oh. Well, look what I just did there. Okay, I'm using the tool to do the map on the natural resources, but it actually did my park. So, let me go back to parks. That was interesting, I have to say. Get this back where it should be. Wow. Took me out there, didn't it? Okay, well that's a good thing to know. I didn't know that. That's a new one for me. But, alright, there we go. We're going to come back and tinker with that anyway, but careful with your map tool, huh? Okay, so obviously we're needing more employees. We're going to be needing some more resources to get these going at full steam here. Let's go back and take a look at where we are. 68 jobs available. We only need 2 more. There we go. Okay. New unique factory, the printing press, medium tree plantation, and a large log yard, which we really don't use for the most part. And before we go ahead and add in that factory, let's keep building out our tree farms because we're just not generating enough resources for this. And so now we can do this one. Okay, 80 tons per week. Let's throw it in. There we go. And just for kicks, let's take a look at what we need to level up after this. Okay. Yeah, and total profit is a negative right now. We need about 200 more workers, 155 jobs available. So we'll need to put in a few more things. And we're going to need to add in some density here. Alright, so first, how about we take this little spot and add in some office. Let's go to select. Just put this in real quick. And I think what we're going to do is, to start, we're just going to take out a few of these and build in some high density. In fact, let's go down to here. There we go. And slowly add in some high density because we're going to need more people living in this part of town. We may need a high school over here. Alright, let's just see what happens with that. Should pop right in, but we're going to need more people because we're just adding in this much larger forestry industry area here. Okay, let's see if we can drop another one of these in. Got some space. How about right there? Nope, not quite. Okay. May need to move all this down just a hair. Let's do that and see what we get. this down slightly. Now, can we fit one in there? Yes. Okay. Well, we need to get all these to clear, because then we're going to put in another unique factory. The printing press. Might need to upgrade this road just because it's going to get a lot of traffic. If nothing else, just to a utility road. There we go. And let's see if we can put this. Yes. Perfect. And we're doing that because this is going to go right here. This is our printing press factory. This is where we make actual printing things at Silver Shores. Okay. Okay, so we have some unique factories here. We've got an expanding forestry industry that's just got to level up. And we're going to need to increase the number of people here in this little section. 141 jobs available, so it's going to be tight. Going to be tight, but we are expanding. We definitely need more supply, that's for sure. I think we're going to try and move. Yeah, and we may need to expand this. Let's see about adding in another road here. Question is where? Well, it's a bit of a tight area that we're working in, so I'm going to rearrange a few things so it's a little more accessible. And the reason for that is just these supply chain issues. It's 100% full. It's supposed to be balanced. That's okay though. What we're going to do is take this and move it all the way down here. And then we're going to add in one more sawmill. This is important. Sawmills for forestry. That's important. So we're going to add in one more. We're going to have lots of capacity here. There we go. Okay, took 2 paper mills, 2 sawmills. That's good because we're going to really supply these 2 factories. Let's go over here and see what the printing press is all about. I think it's mostly, oh, plastics. Ah. Okay, so that was a mistake. So we got to turn this off until we get our oil industry going, which will happen shortly. I don't even know if that's where we'll keep that. Probably, but yeah, plastics is important for the printing press. So we'll see what's happening with that. Okay, let's take a look at our jobs. Okay, another 100 workers, 155 jobs available. Okay, let's just let this percolate. That's kind of what's up with that. Add in a little more density. Gonna need more people. 3, 4. I'm gonna leave it's not gonna be this way forever, but for now, we're just gonna leave a little space in between here as we roll along. Okay, a lot of this will expand eventually to some high density because we're just going to need the people. And we may eventually need a high school. In fact, let's take a look, see what our high school coverage is. You can kind of get an idea of where we are in our city right now. Okay, high school, let's see. Got 1, right? Yeah, 1 high school. So we will need another. And I'm thinking it should just go right here. Or maybe next to the other school right here? What do you think? Yeah, let's roll with that. There we go. Look at all those smiley faces all around. We should probably drop one in over here as well. And where would that go? Yeah, see, our high school availability is way down. Let's put that one. It'd be nice if I could get next to this bus stop, but I'm not going to be able to do that. Barely fit right there. It is next to the library, though. That is a good spot. Let's do it. In the park, and a little coffee shop. We did lose one. Okay, so let's take, whoop, industry level up. What's this? Okay, yep, farm maintenance building. The clothing factory is coming, and the slaughterhouse. Let's go back over here, and we're going to zone out some of this because of the high school. And there we go. I got one little house there. Alright. So that helps our education. This is great for overall happiness and expansion. You can hear everything leveling up. Bing, bing. This is all good. Okay, so one of our cemeteries is finally empty, so let's go ahead and move that to a new location. And that is going to go right here. This is probably going to be the extent of our cemeteries here at Silver Shores. This looks very nice here. And so we'll probably be dismantling some of them. Like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with this one here, but we'll leave it for now. It's not a bad use of the space. This is the one that we really need to deal with so that we can expand over into this area. Let's take a little temperature check. And, okay, we're down to 900, and we can speed this up a little bit by turning this one back on. There we go. And now operating normally, so they can start taking the deceased, let's use that term, from here, and then we can bring this road over and start developing our new oil industry. Take this one over to here, move these things, and so that's basically all we're waiting on. Take that out, clean that up a little bit, and we're definitely got to up our output over here to satisfy the demand. 27 jobs available there, 127. Yeah, we're getting there. It's definitely taking its time. Let's move this one over to here. And then add in one more. Oh! There goes some of the rock. Alright, progress. Okay, so we've expanded our forestry, we've expanded our farming, that's level 4. This is going to be level 4 soon. Trying to relocate these transport hubs, and we're just waiting on this cemetery thing, so I think we should speed up the game. We've got a whole bunch of new things coming to my421.com. I've been holding back because I like to get things, you know, there before we're there. And it's not quite there yet, but soon, very soon. Here's another area of Silver Shores that we're going to be working on, Smokin' Charlie's Fishing Village. We may have to relocate the whole thing, kind of move it down a little bit, or just improve the shoreline As you can see, some of our fishing boats actually have to run aground to empty out. Look at this one, see? Boop. And I noticed the water level of this area just kind of going up and down a little more often than I thought before. There was even some flooding on this road not too long ago. So I'm not sure where the water surge is coming from. But we got a smoking fishing industry, that's for sure. So we may build that out a little bit more somewhere else down the line here. We'll see. So you've got all this area. The bridge will cross here. The train come through here. So yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Here's where we are with the train right now. Just made it over. And it's going to continue that way. Let's take a look at some of our views. These are important. How about traffic flow? Not bad. Definitely some hot spots. But we knew that was going to happen when we built this out. This was going to be a hot spot. That's why we have a lot of alternatives as much as we can. Even that spot right there for the train is hot. So we do have some traffic issues that we're going to try and deal with. But yeah, it's that intersection right there that really is troublesome. I'm not sure we can change that. Okay, let's take a look at the oil. Okay, whoops, that's pollution. Let's get down. There we go. See this big patch right here? This is where we're going to start our oil industry, right here. There's a ton of oil down here that we can get our hands on. That's what we're going to do. Of course, this area over here is where most of the oil is on the map, and we'll get to that too. But this little part here is a nice little chunk that we should not ignore, especially to get started. And over here is where we'll get started with the ore industry. We do have a lot of ore on the map, as you can see, and so we'll be extracting that as well. Not so much over here, but there is a little patch. So this is mostly farm. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at how we're doing on this cemetery. This is what's holding us up here. 570. Okay, almost there. And then we'll be able to relocate and move forward here. Let's see how our forestry industry is doing. We're waiting for this to level up. Close. 535, 109 jobs available, so that's going to level up any moment. Still a little bit of a supply issue, but things are definitely looking much better over here. Things are moving in and out for sure. And I'm just kind of following these trucks here to see where they're going. I think they're just heading straight out of town. Straight onto the highway, which is good. That's why we locate things the way we do. Make sure they have all good access. Okay, there's our level up in the forestry area. The new engineered wood plant. These are much more efficient. Soft paper factories, same thing. They're a little bigger. The forest maintenance building. This makes everything more efficient. And of course, large tree saplings. So let's go over here and see what we can do to add some of these in. Let's take a look. The engineered wood plant. Again, more efficient. They're a little bigger. Let's put one here for now. And we need to try the soft paper factory, right? Where is that? We should also throw a maintenance building in here somewhere. Let's see how big that. It's a big one though. That's the whole thing about this guy. And it's noisy. Could do another road and add it in there just for kicks. Have a lot of space over here we can still use. So for now, let's just drop it in. We can always come back and do some redesign. There we go. I thought there was a soft paper factory. What did I miss here? There's the biomass plant, pulp mill. Oh wait, is it up in the unique factories? I think so. Ah, soft paper factory. Yeah, but you need everything for this. You need oil. They're printing paper, tissue paper, and toilet paper. Save many situations on a daily basis, if you know what I'm saying. So this is the toilet paper factory. That's a unique building we'll put together later. Okay, let's just let this all percolate for a little bit. We may need to add in another... I don't know if we can disperse that or not. Nah, we're just going to have to... And then we're going to add in... Okay, let's see if that solves some of our supply problems over here. And how are we doing on our cemetery? 210, 200 left. Okay. Now one thing, when you start pulling these cemeteries out and redesigning that, at some point you may need to add in... Oh my gosh, look at the fire! Get the fire department over here right now. These guys are lost again. Sometimes they literally get lost. That thing spread quick. Oh, there's the helicopter. Okay. That was not enough, obviously. How are these guys doing? Okay. Yep, it's usually one fireman with a hose that gets it out. Okay. All better now. One dead body. Okay. Back over here to check on our cemetery. 120 left. Okay, we're almost there. So, what we're going to do is add in a road and trying to think what would work best here. I guess for now we're just going to go with a standard size. It may get bigger later. And I'll show you why this is important in a minute, because here we're going to expand our trolley line down. The only reason we haven't done that is we're waiting to get out to this new industrial area for our oil, and we're going to relocate our bus depot and the sewer and these. In fact, we should just take these guys and relocate them right now. It's the very last of our initial early industry area. Let's go ahead and take those out. There we go. And we'll also have to relocate these recycling centers. So. Okay, that's the end of this cemetery. And we're just gonna take it out. Boom. Okay, some sad faces, but that's okay, because we got everything else going for you. Okay, so the first thing to relocate is going to be our trolley building. Our trams. So we need to shift all of these buildings here, these, 5, over to this area. And I want to make sure we do this in a way that makes sense. So I think the first thing we're going to do is take the road and expand it down. Actually, what we should do is just go over here. And let's go over to our trams. I think it's this one that we want. I'm just going to pull this down straight. There we go. And then let's see if we can just add the tram building or move it over to here. Make it real simple. Right on it, but how about right there? Okay. I'm not too hip to it being so close to the intersection. That could be some traffic issues, but we'll deal with that. Okay. Next, let's get the biofuel bus depot moved. And I think this one should go, not right. We don't want to create a traffic jam there, but let's go one more down right there. Okay. And then let's take this sewer line. And we're going to move this to about right here. It is, after all, a biofuel diesel bus depot. They're going to need some bio, right? And let's get the recycling center over here. Now the question is, do we want to keep one nearby? You know, we'll leave that one there for now. Let's upgrade some roads here. Okay. And then this one's a little tricky how you have to do this. We're not upgrading anymore. Let's just go straight. Pull this out so you can get an idea of where you want this to connect. Okay. I think it's probably going to be best. Let's go freeform. Use your guides. That's very helpful. Let's see if we can make this work. Let's go to like this. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but we got a huge sewer problem in our city, so let's get that fixed. And the first thing we're going to do is drag our water line down this way. Got to get right in there and there. That should solve our sewage problem. It's mostly at this end. We may have to add capacity. I don't know where we're at if we can do the big one yet. Nope, not quite yet. It's got a longer way to go now. In fact, let's just take a look. How about a little connectivity? That could help. There we go, solve that problem. Okay. Alright, for now we're going to leave this here. And this will eventually be a small little residential area. High density. However, we got to let the ground heal. And there's a variety of ways to do that. And that's why we need to move that recycling center as well. That's definitely going to be a lot of traffic on that street, though. Where else could we drop that recycling center that would make sense? Can't really do it anywhere over in here. Nope. See, look at that. They recycled that wood is going over to our forestry center because they just got done recycling it. Okay. Nope, I don't like that. Let's go. Major recycling center. Okay. And as we bring the tram down here, it's going to curve and go along the coastline because we want to get those trams all the way over here to the tourist section when it eventually gets built out. So, okay. got the recycling relocated, got the tram relocated, and the transport. So we're doing pretty good here. This is where we want to be. There's still some other issues. Whoa! Look at the power. Now, how did that happen? Let's take a look here. What we're missing. It could just be, yep, not hooked up to the grid anymore. So let's just pull this over to the cemetery. That should solve that for now. There we go. All we did was take some buildings out of this section right here, and that was enough to cut the power, but there we go. All better now. Okay, we're still hovering around 14,000. We didn't really do a population push this time. And we still have other little areas to fill in with city services. But the main thing was just relocating all of this and getting those cemeteries freed up. And now we've got a whole other area plus the oil industry, which we'll probably start next time. We'll have to wait and see where we're at. Still got a couple of little noise issues. I guess we should just replace this here soon if we can't get that to settle. Let's just go ahead and do that now. There's that, and then we'll put an office building in there. That's how we do it. There we go. Okay, so a lot more work to do here at Silver Shores. But we did accomplish everything we were trying to do as far as expanding the farming, the forestry, the relocation of the cemeteries, and the expansion of the new industry area for the transport depots, the sewer, the recycling, and soon the oil industry. Silver Shores with 421 growing quickly. Four cities. Silver Shores with 421.